All right, y'all. So I'm back again, sitting in the car. The audio on. So this was like a 25-minute video, and I split it down. The first 15 minutes are no audio, and the last 10 minutes has audio. So I just cut it right when the audio picks up, and this should be my last voiceover on this series of videos. But what am I doing here, y'all? What am I doing? Um, what am I doing? Like I'm putting the brakes back on. I got it back on, tightened it up. If y'all remember, if y'all watched any of the videos before this, I actually stripped that bolt, but it 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 went on easy. It went on easy compared to what it was trying to take it off. So like I'm wrapping this side up. When I get to the other side, my dad is gonna start helping me. So y'all gonna see my dad in the video. I'm not for sure if any of the other audio cuts out, but I don't know, y'all. I'm watching this stuff with y'all. I haven't watched these videos. A lot of times these videos I be editing them like right when I watch them. So so this be my first time watching them. I've been done forgot what I did. But that's how it go. That's how it go. Put the tire back on. Or what am I doing, y'all? What am I doing? I'm not for sure what I'm doing, y'all. What I'm finna pull out of the back. Or did I put some up? I think those are the lug nuts. I had put the lug nuts in the truck, in the cup holders in the back, so that's what I was doing in the truck. I was getting the lug nuts out of the truck. Putting the tire back on, so I done wrapped that side up. As y'all can see, I definitely need new tires. Look at that tire right there. In the middle, it's bald. I don't know if my truck has any issues with I think that's just how the tires wear on my truck. They wear like in the middle. I definitely rotate them because I change my oil every 4,000 miles, and I rotate them every time I change my oil faithfully. So I don't know. I guess that's just how my tires wear. As y'all can see, that middle part, there's no lines in between the tires. Like I said, I guess that's just how the tires were. I done had this truck 3 years, and I'm pretty sure when I got this truck, the tires were in pretty good condition. I don't know what years on the tires. I have to look one day, but they about done ran their course. They still holding air, so I know they not dry rotted or anything, but I think those tires were fairly new when I got them, but of course, I done put so many miles on this truck since I got it. I think when I first got this truck, it only had like right around 100,000 miles on it, I think. So I done put about almost another 100,000 on it in 3 years. I've been driving the heck out of this truck, y'all. I wonder if I put another 100,000 on it. I don't think I done put another 100,000 on it. I think I done put like about 74,000 miles on it since I had this truck. So I'm doing about 25,000 miles a year. So it's been a pretty good truck. I can't complain. Like I said, it looks like I'm wrapping this left side up, putting the lug nuts back on, and about to put those bolts back on. I'm actually using just like a regular socket. A couple of days later, I went and brought me some impact uh, impact sockets. I got one somewhere that fits that, but I ain't want 100 down. I just went and brought some more. It never hurts to have more than one or something, or just having tools in general. I don't think the set that I have is the same size of the one that I brought, if I'm not mistaken, but I just got some more. And I They wasn't that much, so that's why I went and brought some more, especially if you're gonna buy it from Harbor Freight. Y'all can see you ain't supposed to use that on it, but that's what I'm using. And actually, it was damaging. It was damaging my lug nuts. So that's probably why that's not a smart idea to do that. You want to use some deep wall sockets to do this, like the the long sockets, not the short sockets. That's what you want to use when you're doing something like this. You want to use those, you know, when you changing the tires or taking the tires off on a vehicle. You want something that got like some, you know, they got some what do you call it? Got some length to it. Yeah, that was barely clearing them. So, but even though that, I always when I get done, I tighten them down with my 4-way. So, but look at them tires. In the middle, them suckers, ooh, they ball. They ball. And I think I already took the tire. Yeah, I already took the tire off on this side. I'm not quite sure when my dad is going to come help me, but he going to end up coming and helping me. This side of the vehicle is a little darker, so, but you can still see everything pretty clearly. That's one good thing about this Osmo Action 4. When I film with this camera, I film in D-Log. What is it called? I think it's still called D-Log. I still film in D-Log. So I film in D-Log is where it's like films in a flat color profile. So while I'm editing it right now, the video is not that vivid. I didn't tweak the settings on the video, or it's called a LUT. I didn't put the LUT on the video. That's what it's called. It's called like that's what you put on the video when you film like in a flat profile, or they call it D-Log M on the Osmo Action 4, and I think it's also just called D-Log, if I'm not mistaken. So while I'm watching it right now, the video is not that colorful. It's like a kind of a flat. It's like flat in color, but I'm turning my steering wheel so I can get back there and get that brake pad off. And also, I also have the right, I have the right tool to get those brakes off now, so I shouldn't be struggling. And here come my daddy, y'all. Like I said, I think I mentioned it in the other videos. My daddy, he always asks me like, how long you been out here working on this? And he always asks it. Excuse me, y'all. He be wanting to see if I'm struggling or not, I guess. But he always, no matter what I be working on, and a lot of times he come and help me, or if I need help, he'll help me. But he always asks me, how long you been out here working on this? And I tell him. Then I better not be out there sitting on the ground. He gonna get on to me. Just stuff like that. I was sitting on my toolbox, so I wasn't sitting on the ground. If I would have been sitting on the ground, he would have got on to me. But yeah. Like I'm over there, I think I'm looking for that tool to get those brakes off. Finna get those brakes off. And I think actually on this side, we're gonna have a hard time getting that center lug nut off. Excuse me. That's what's gonna be the problem on this side, is getting that center lug nut off. Eventually gonna get it off, but in the process of getting it off, I'm gonna break one of my tools I had kind of for not a long time, but I grew fond of it and ended up breaking it in this video. But that's what happened when you use certain tools on stuff that you're really not supposed to be using. I guess you can call it a breaker bar, but it's really not a breaker bar, because it has like a swivel half-inch on the end to put your sockets onto. And that sucker, it ain't for a whole bunch of pressure. That joker ended up just snapping. Ended up snapping. Luckily today, like I said, I'm sitting in the car editing this video. It's not all that hot. It's like 66 degrees right now. I got my windows up. Got a toboggan, a hoodie on. So I'm glad it's not that hot right now, because I would have had to let my windows down, and there's people out here yapping, talking all loud. Y'all might have heard it on the video. Excuse me, y'all might hear it on the video anyways, but it's out here yapping. But yeah, trying to see what I'm doing, y'all. Know I'm trying to take that break off, but I don't know why I'm using that to do that. But when you have the right tool, you can do stuff like that. It's on the right side now, left side earlier, depending on which way you're sitting. But I'm on the left side of the vehicle, so it's the right side. I didn't have that tool, so look how easy it is to me to get those bolts out. Or they like a star pattern bolt. Look how easy it was for me to take them out. But when you do something with the wrong tools, you basically just shooting yourself in the foot, because in the long run, you might cause yourself a headache that you shouldn't have had to deal with. But let's see here. It was going pretty smooth. Until I'm gonna get to that center lug nut. I don't know. I really didn't have to do this side, because this wasn't the side that was going bad, or the side that was bad and isn't no going bad to it. That one on the right, that bearing was gone. And like I said in the earlier videos, like my daddy told me, I really didn't have to replace the whole hub, just really the bearing, but they weren't that much, so that's why I just replaced all of it. I just went ahead and replaced all of it. And like I was saying earlier, in probably the part before this video, excuse me, I wish I would have changed my brakes, because they need to be changed, which is my daddy gonna show me. Look. Look. I'm laughing. Because I said they was good in earlier videos, but look. He said them jokers bad. Boy, them jokers bad. Look. I think he told me to take it out, but I don't think I'm gonna end up taking it out. But just looking at them, you can tell that they worn down. Especially when you take them off like that, you can really tell if your brakes worn down. You take them off the rotors. And also another way to tell if, like, maybe you have like pulsation in your brakes, or like if the truck ain't stopping how it should stop. But I feel like the truck stop okay. But I know with new brake pads on the front of it, it'll stop even better. So that'll probably the next thing I do. And when we was having problems with the cooling system, my daddy ended up putting water in the truck mixed with the antifreeze that I already had in there. So I don't know, probably in the next couple of days I end up draining that water antifreeze mix out and just putting all antifreeze in there. But yeah, as y'all can see. Hold up. See, it let loose. What? I can't remember what I had a hard time getting off. Oh, it's still on there. I'm gonna have a hard time trying to get that hub off. That was just the rotor that came off. I took that rotor off. Like I said, I be watching these videos with y'all when I be editing them, so I be darn near, but I have not a vague memory of what I did, but I have a memory of what I did. But just watching it again, it all kind of refreshes my mind. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate everybody that watched my videos. I'm trying to see what part of this video is. This gonna be part. Let me see. I done about forgot y'all. I told you this gonna be part 6. Gonna be part 6. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that watched. Stay tuned for part 7. We're gonna let this video run its course, and I'm gonna be out. We getting ready for part 7. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be good. Like I said, I appreciate y'all.